Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Now, for those of y'all don't realize that y'all forgive me, it's just my moniker now. It's sometimes people get on here and they be like, Tony, you ain't gotta ask us to forgive you. That's just a moniker. It's just like, hey, how you doing? So just a little update. But y'all gotta forgive me. I'm driving, leaving my son's soccer game, headed to the office to teach the class today. Y'all got to get a little ash on my elbow. Teaching my class today. And if you miss class, God bless you. Keep your head up. Scratch your booty, get glad. We got class at noon to 2. Then we got us a lunch break. Then got class 3 to 5. So we doing us a nice deep dive. Everybody in this class gonna be successful this year, gonna reach the highest heights this year because they did what it takes to get going, sign up, get in this here class. So we're gonna have us a good little chat, little group chat, talk about some mental blocks and talk about those type of things. But I wanted to pop on here because somebody had sent me a video and they was like, you know, first Travis Hunter, now Twitch. And you know, that's a thing to where it's unfortunate, but I want y'all to think about that when you talking to your son and your nephew. Just really help them understand the women that they choose. Cause now I'll be honest with you, it's not across the board. It's not like it say, oh, every man who date outside of his race gonna have a bunch of issues. And it also it happens both ways. So you know, you have black women that's using a white man, and then you have white women that's using a black man, and Hispanic women using a black man, you know, and vice versa. Black men using a Hispanic woman. Like a lot of times with the interracial stuff, because of stereotypes and things of that nature, people will feel a certain way about a race, and then they'll get the opportunity to date that race, and they'll just end up using them because they already kind of feel a certain way about them. And then they make an exception for whoever they dealing with, but outside of who they dealing with, they still feel the same way about that race. And that has to be understood. And I say that to say because I have personal experience with that. You know, I didn't like the white race when I was in high school, and because I saw a lot of racism and I saw Ku Klux Klan come to my middle school, so it divided a line. So I had a preconceived notion about the white race, but yet I still dated white girls to experience it and see what that was like. And today what we see is a lot of people experimenting outside of their race and for the wrong reasons, instead of allowing it to be genuine and authentic and organic. So you got to think about that. You know, you really got to think about that and be able to spread that message. Now, one of the things that was wrong, that I saw some black women, it was a couple of black women in the comments when I did the video talking about Twitch. It was a couple women talking about, I might have blocked them because I don't like that spirit. I could have just deleted the comment, or I could have blocked them. But here this man is allegedly committed suicide. Now the widow say she finna tell his business that she found in his y'all gotta forgive me, I got this here, I'm wearing this Sherpa today. and it's all over my shirt. And this shirt up here is linen or something, not linen, wool or something. And she said she finna tell the man business. So I'm very, very upset about that, and I'm talking about that. And then here go a couple black women. He chose her. That's what he get. Like, he chose her, and that's that. Listen, that right there will send you straight to Satan's house. That's not of God. You don't rejoice in somebody's downfall because you bitter and because you mad that a black man didn't choose you. So you happy he dead, and you happy that the white woman he chose is finna tell all his business. That is a broken and a bitter and a jaded and a disgusting mindset, because your black son might grow up and choose a white woman. And what if he take his life? You gonna be like, so what? And then she want to tell his business. You gonna be like, so what? That's what he get? That's who he chose? It's like you have to treat other people, children, the same way you would treat yours. You got to feel, and you got to have empathy if you want something out of life. You want to be blessed in your life. You want happiness. You want wholeness. You want healing. You can't rejoice in somebody else's mishaps and shortfalls, and then you want to be blessed in your life. Because the same way he made a mistake by choosing this woman who didn't really like him, who didn't really love him, which now she proven that to be true by getting ready to tell all his business. The same way he made that mistake and chose her is the same way every last one of us that made a mistake in who we chose. Who we done chose in our past, who we done slept with. It could be who you with right now. The same thing. So you can't look at that and be like, oh, that's what he get, because you could be bamboozled too. You could choose the wrong person for the wrong thing and not know it, and then next thing you know, you come up missing or you get outed. So you got to be careful with that. Got to be careful with that. You got to watch yourself on that, because ain't nobody above being bamboozled. Ain't nobody above it. So I want you to realize and understand that. Realize and understand that nobody is above it. And so it's gonna come to a place to where you got to take and you got to get a lesson. And this is why I try to tell y'all, and this is why it's real important with the lessons that we doing on this Hip Hop the Balloon, that you don't just take it as entertainment, but you really get a lesson from it. Because one of the things that I see is, I see people who don't know, they don't know how they are seen in the world. And so not knowing how they seen in the world by other people, oh wow, okay, that's my homeboy last name, Leaper. They got a law office down here. They don't know how they seen in the world, and then what'll happen is you'll meet somebody, and then that person finds out how much money you got. That person finds out, you know, how much money you got, what your job is, who you are, who you married to, and things of that nature, and then you forget that quick that this type of person who look like this, dressed like this, built like this, act like this, never paid you any attention, never gave you the time of day. But then now all of a sudden that they done found out how much money you make or who you connected to or what your name is, now all of a sudden, boom, now they want you. And you'll be right in their relationship before you even know it. You know, it's guys that actually get women off of my name. I didn't even realize it. And they got access to me in the sense of, like, I could have just met them on Twitter or met them on Instagram. And then they'll meet a woman and they'll mean that woman no good. They don't mean that woman no good. They ready to dog that woman out. They ready to sleep with her. And they might see her retweet me, or they might see her repost me and be like, oh, like Tony Gash and stuff. I know Tony Gash. Yeah, I'm a homeboy. And then they'll hit me up and just to have a conversation with me, just to get the woman to drop her guards. Because the woman think, oh, he know Tony. So he probably think like Tony. He probably act like Tony. He probably behave like Tony. So she drop her guards and she open up and she give him carte blanche. Next thing you know, he digging off in her. Next thing you know, she get played. And then I get a call from the woman. Woman to book a coaching session and be like, yeah, you know him. And I'll be like, okay, well, what's his name? She'll be like, such and such. I said, I don't know him. You don't know him? He said he know you. He said y'all cousins. He said y'all good friends. I don't know him. I don't know him at all. What? That's why I dealt with him. Because I thought if y'all friends and you in his ear, he gonna be a good guy. That's why I dealt with him. I say, well, you played yourself on that. I say, and understand, you gotta understand this. One man can't control another man. So even if I know him, that don't mean he gonna do right. And I say, you still got to know the game for yourself. Like, you still got to play the game for yourself. Like, you still got to be able to keep your legs closed now. Because that don't make no sense. You open your legs for another man on my behalf. That don't make no sense. And so you still got to have responsibility. And so it come down to it to where we don't really take our time and pay attention to who we dealing with. And guess what? We all make the mistake. Because anybody you get with, they're going to be imperfect. Anybody you get with, they're going to be imperfect. Point blank period. Ain't no way to get around it. Like, I'm not perfect. My wife isn't perfect. Any couple you know, it's a big old church over here. When I get about 50, 55, I might open me a church. Well, I'm going to see how my wife feel about it. See if she, you know. Anybody, any couple you know, they argue. They fuss and fight. They probably go to bed mad some nights and all of that. Now, you could get into a sweet spot and you get into a zone. Like me and my wife, we're in a season of relaxation. We're in a season of let's be all the way in. Let's do things right. Let's be mindful of each other. Be respectful of each other. Be thoughtful of each other. Like right now, my wife in New York I surprised her with a trip. Just she was sleeping. I had put her to sleep, massaging her temples. And while she was sleeping, just her breathing rhythm sounded so angelic that it just kind of warmed my heart. And I said, I want to do something for this woman. I say, before we get back to soccer, and ironically, T got a soccer game today. We didn't know it though. I say, before we get back to soccer, I'm going to shoot her to New York. Because she loves the city of New York. She loves LA too, but she loves New York more. So I'm going to shoot her to New York, and her sister live in New York. One of her sisters. And just let her spend the day. I booked a lunch reservation, 11:30 a.m. Booked her car service, picked her up from the airport, booked her on first class, booked her Broadway show at 2 p.m. And then she got the rest of the day after that with her sister. She let her sister do dinner, book dinner and all of that. They're going to have a little drink at the hotel because, you know, you get $30 that you can spend. Have a blast, and then she'll be on the plane tomorrow, get picked up 5:30 a.m., be on the plane 7 a.m., be back home in my arms on Sunday. So, that's the thing. Being mindful. You come into your relationship at a certain time where you have those seasons. But guess what? You're going to have seasons where you can't stand each other. You're going to have seasons where you arguing all the time. You fussing and fighting. You lying. You deceiving. You manipulating. You're going to go through that. That's every relationship in the world. Nobody's relationship is exempt. Even the relationship coaches, the family marriage therapists, the pastors, everybody's relationship have to go through those highs and lows, those bumpy roads. Everybody's relationship. Everybody. It's no exception. No exception to the rule. So, because you'll look at somebody and you'll be like, man, they got a perfect relationship. No, they don't. It's perfect if they define it as perfect. It's perfect if they say it's perfect. It's perfect if they see their flaws and their arguments as perfect. But it's not perfect in the sense of there's no conflict, or there's no disagreements, or there's no issues. It's not perfect in that sense. And that's what you got to realize and understand. So, once you come to that place to where you start to realize and understand that you can't have enough knowledge. You can't have enough knowledge. You got to always seek knowledge. When it comes to love and relationships, that's knowledge you should be getting every day. Every day you should be getting love and relationship knowledge. But more so than learning about the opposite sex, what you got to learn about is yourself. That's the mistake people make. You got to know you. So you have to set your standards. And when you set your standards, then that's when you are protected. Now I'm going to tell you the number one standard. The number one standard that you need to adopt is no sex until marriage. That's the number one standard. Raise your children on that. Talk to your children on that. Talk to them about the benefits of it. The benefits is you don't create emotional, sexual ties. You avoid STDs. You get to vet the person before you give your body away. You get to save your body for your spouse instead of just for random people who had a good talk game and took you on a great date. You don't have to worry about having a baby. You ain't got to worry about catching an STD for someone that you wouldn't commit until death does you part. When you get married, you may still catch an STD if they got an STD. But at least you know it's somebody that you'll die for. See, the downside of sex before marriage is you catching STDs for somebody you wouldn't die for. Somebody you wouldn't dedicate your life for. The rest of your life to. You catching STDs for that. That's not smart. You're also building a emotional tie, a soul tie, what they call it. So now you are connected to this person for the rest of your life. That's not good. So you got to think about this. Got to think about this. Got to process this. That's the number one standard. Now, if you are abstinent, but you're not in shape physically, mentally, and emotionally, then your abstinence won't bring you a spouse. If you get in shape in the other areas of your life, your abstinence will produce your spouse. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. It's going to produce your spouse. But if you single, you got to get as fine as you could be. If you single. See, for those of us already married, we still need to be working on getting fine, but we got a little bit of room. Because we got love, we got understanding. Don't take it too far now. Don't get too complacent now. But we got a little bit of wiggle room we can work with. But if you are single, you got to get it together. You got to get it together. And I'm about to launch something for singles where we're gonna do a singles group this year with a group chat, because I got to help y'all, because I got to prepare y'all for marriage. So I got to help y'all get ready. I got to prepare y'all for marriage. So you're going to have the online videos, and then we'll have a monthly call. But we're going to have a group chat that's going to have fasting challenges, workout challenges, weight loss challenges, fashion challenges, all that. Outfit of the day challenges, all that. We're going to be in a group chat. We're going to be voting. Post your outfit. And we're going to have outfit of the day. Every, whatever it is, Monday or Friday. Everybody put $1. Whoever get the best outfit, whoever get the most votes, who won outfit of the day, that's who get the pot. Now I would do the weight loss thing with the scale, stand on the scale, but people gonna be lying. Be having they 13-year-olds stand on the scale and take a picture. Woo! Look at all this weight I lost. Woo! And be trying to get the pot. So we probably can't do the weight loss. We're gonna do the outfit though. Outfit of the day. So y'all singles, y'all get ready for that. Keep your eyes open for it. I'm gonna launch it later today or sometime next week. I forgot that I was supposed to do that, but because what I'm noticing is we got to prepare for marriage. We got to prepare you for marriage. And then the thing about it is, here go the thing about it. The thing about it is we might do us a weekly call, but I don't know, that might be too much on it. Might do us a Sunday night call. Bible study getting ready to crank up, not tomorrow, but after that next week. Me and my dad gonna crank up with the Bible study. So Lord willing, y'all stay tuned. It'll be by phone, teleconference. So y'all stay tuned. And so what we gonna do, we're gonna get that going, because I noticed with singles, it's a lot of delusion. It's a lot of delusion. We're gonna have Q&A, and we're gonna get it together. And I don't like monthly. I don't like the monthly thing, because people be defaulting. People be defaulting, and then not only do they be defaulting, they be be empty. The charge hit. Then they right in line talking about they ain't signed up for it because they got an overdraft fee. And I don't want nobody going to hell on my account because you lied on me and messed up my business. And then the rapture come, and the rapture come right in the middle of your lie. You on the phone with the bank lying. I don't recognize that. Tony Gaskins Academy, what is that? Oh no, refund that. Oh no, and block all future charges. And then the trumpet sound. And then you sit down there crispy, sitting right down there, looking at the devil. What? How did I get down here? The devil like, yeah, you got on that phone and lied at the wrong time. And you lied on the anointed. So, welcome. Ain't no getting out. Welcome. Thank you. So, that's why I don't like doing the monthly charge. And then I also don't want to do, it's going to be $997 for the year. That's a year of coaching now. So you paying less than $100 a month. That's a year of coaching. Monthly call. We'll have minimum of 1 call. We'll have a maximum of 4 calls. The other 3 calls might be led by other people, or I might do some. We'll have Q&A, and you're going to have videos, but I'm going to be adding the videos every week. Just touching on different lessons, private lessons on different relationship stuff, like the Travis Hunter situation, this Twitch situation. I go in depth with a little more real and raw stuff that I can't say online. And you say, Tony, $997? I ain't got that. You ain't ready to be in a relationship. If you broke, you need to be working on your finances. If you ain't got good credit, the way you got a credit card, you don't have a good checking standing, you ain't got a good saving standing, you don't need a relationship because you're gonna be a prisoner. You get in a relationship broke, you are a indentured servant, a prisoner or a slave. You got to go into a relationship with $10,000 put up. If you can't touch $10,000 in 2025, you're not ready for a relationship. Because if you go in there as Brokiana, when that man wrap his hands around your neck, you ain't going nowhere because you broke. When he get you to move in with him and he go to beating on you, you ain't got nowhere to go because you're broke. Got to focus on your streams of income. If your job ain't enough, you got to focus on your business. Get your money up, then you could get your hunty up. Get your honey after you get your money, but you got to get your money first. And when I say 10,000, I don't literally mean like it could be 5,000. Based on where you live at. But what I mean, you need to have enough money to where if you move in with this man, after y'all get married, y'all buy a house together, and he lose it, you need enough money for first and last month's rent and security deposit. So that might be 3 months worth of rent. If you don't have 3 months worth of rent at a decent gated apartment in your city, you're not ready to go into a relationship. You ain't ready. So y'all get ready for the singles boot camp. And now listen, before you sign up, you got to understand I'm family first now. So the calls will be a different time every week. It'll be a different time when we do the weekly ones. And then every month, it'll be a different time. Y'all see, for those in the Growth Club, I couldn't do it. Last 2-3 months, I couldn't do it. I had to give a credit. But this right here, I'm a little more passionate about it. And it's a little more needed. The Growth Club, it was more so life, love, and business. But this one right here, and the Growth Club, you know, it got too big. It was too many people. So this one gonna be more exclusive. This one might be 10 people. But if that's all we got at 10 people, hey, we gonna grind out. Now we got 10 people, we gonna do a group chat on the cell phone. If we got 10 people, we're doing a group chat on the cell phone. Now we'll use GroupMe. We're gonna use GroupMe, most likely. And you can sign up for it, but it'll be the same price. So it's just the later you sign up, the more you're paying, basically. But you'll have the recorded calls in there. It just won't be the live with the Q&A. And so, I'll max it out. I'll max it out. Because only be about 20% of people of the group size can make the live call. So you gotta have a decent amount. And then we'll have a group chat. So if you're a single man and you got a few dollars, you can afford the sign up. Get in there too. Don't, because if you're a single man, you listen to this, you here for a reason. This where you're gonna meet your wife at. Now to the women, don't y'all get in there to meet no husband. You get in there to prepare. You might meet one of the couple of guys in there, but you getting in there to prepare, because it ain't gonna be the equal amount of guys. And then the guys might sign up and be quiet and just be looking, being nosy to see what women in there where he could shoot a DM off. But wanting the single guys in there too. But hey, this Tony Gaskin, God bless you. I'm about to get to the office. I'm about to release the video for This Is My Year for today. I've been releasing it a little later because people, working and stuff. And so long as you get it done in the morning or at night, and if you miss a day, then do the assignment the next day. But I've been able to give an assignment every day. I don't know if I'll be able to do that every day because it might not make sense with some of the affirmations. But if I'm able to give an assignment, I'll give an assignment. If not, don't worry about it. Take that as a break that day, and we'll build from there. But God bless you. Keep your head up. Shout out to my team, my supporters, my donors, to Tony Gaskin's Academy. Not Tony Gaskin's Academy, Tony Gaskin's Family Foundation. I seen a vision. When we cross 12 months, I'm hiring grant writers to be writing grants every day. You write a grant every day, you get a percentage of the grant when it come in as a consultant. But I'm hiring grant writers when we cross 12 months, because I seen a vision. One of my clients in Charlotte, he got a gym, and that gym is big and nice. I love it. Gym is big and nice. So I say, okay, that's the vision. I can see it now. So I'm gonna raise the money. I ain't gonna go buy the land out of pocket and then just be sitting on land. I'm gonna raise the money. It's gonna cost, but I'm gonna raise the money, and then I'm doing it. It's gonna be a gym. It's gonna be office spaces. It's gonna be classrooms, teaching classrooms. It's gonna be an incubator for life, love, and business and sport, through sport. It's gonna be the real deal now. We're gonna let volleyball use it because it'll be a gym. Well, volleyball, y'all will be able to use it. Basketball gonna use it. We might do us a little pickleball in there. Have a little pickleball. Oh yeah, make it happen now. Man, listen, I'm finna start dreaming like these white men. I'm finna start dreaming like these white men, man. These white men will do anything, boy. White man will be like, you know what? I wanna build a space shuttle right over there on that land. And it's gonna be a space shuttle that can take off and go to Mars, but we're gonna have dinner on this here space shuttle. And you're going to be able to just dine all the way to Mars, and you're going to land on Mars. And when you get there, you're just going to be able to sit there, just eat good. Steak, lobster. It's going to float in the air. You're just going to grab it out the air and just eat. It's going to be steak and lobster. That's how white men will do. They'll sit there and envision, and you'll be like, man, and next thing you know, they'll make it happen. Like Elon Musk. That's Elon Musk I just was describing. He got a space shuttle to go take you up to Mars and bring you back. Him and Jeff Bezos. I say, boy, listen, if you got to talk to your son, tell your son, especially if you got a son of color or a daughter, tell them anything is possible. That's how white people is raised. They raised to believe anything is possible. And you know what they use? OPM. Know what OPM stand for? Other people money. And they don't use their money. They use other people money. Or they use other people money, meaning a bank loan, or investors, or donors, or the government money. They will create a company like Elon Musk, and they will get money for the government. I think it was the government that bailed out Tesla or his space shuttle company, that he got money for from the government for what he do. That's what they'll do. OPM, other people money. Elon broke as you and me. His company's worth all of that right there. His company's got that valuation. And so he could sell some stock when he want to, but Elon be broke. He be tapped out. He spend every dime on his dreams. That's how we got to start thinking. So yeah, if you in class, I'll see you in class. I don't know if this will get uploaded before noon. The class is full because I capped it out. I capped it out so we can have us a nice little intimate conversation. I'll continue to do these here type of classes. It'll be different topics, but y'all will see me do these different types of topics, these different types of classes, and throughout the year. So stay tuned on that right there. Each month I'll probably do at least one a month. It'll be separate from the singles group, so you know that'll be something different than the singles group. Because the singles group, that's, you know, it's strictly love and relationship. We'll touch on some business, but it might be 1 month. We're gonna be doing deep dives, and we're gonna be fasting every week. I'm gonna be in there doing it with you, preparing you, and then we also will be doing a little bit of matchmaking. So the people that's in the group, if I have me a single that I coach, and it's like, let's say I coach a single man, I'll share that single man, share his picture with the group. Coach a single woman, and we got men in the group. I'll share that single woman and see who submit. Then I'll submit to the person the pictures of who submitted pictures. Ooh, sister digging all kind of booty. My goodness, ma'am. You got a thong on? That thong. Woo! That thong done had it. You got to throw that out. You can't even put that in the laundry. Be done messed up everybody else's clothes. Pastor, white and Hispanic sister, built, you know, interesting, had a full 4-finger grip in the booty. Either scratching, she might shave instead of wax, and that hair growing back, that peach fuzz and turned into coarse hair growing back. It looked like she was scratching. Man, you got to stop shaving. You got to go get a wax. You want that thing smooth. A laser hair remover. Scratching like that and finna go inside and eat. Ma'am, come on now. Do not shake my hand. Good to meet you. My goodness. I just be driving and seeing stuff. Y'all gotta forgive me. I recognize everything. I notice everything. I pick up on everything. I just be looking. I pay attention to my surroundings. And so we'll do a little matchmaking in there, and it'll be bonus stuff, you know, in the group. I might have a pair of shoes to give away. It'll be hand-me-downs. When my wife cleaning out her closet, I do the little, show the pictures in there, cleaning out my stuff. You might have a son that's my size. Doubt you got a grown man in your life my size, but might have your son probably my size. A well size 9.5 shoe. So I can clean out my closet. It's just gonna be a good little group. Just 1 year. Just this year now. I can't promise that it'll go on the next year. And I can't promise halfway through the year I'll have to be refunding you. But no, I'm gonna stick to this one right here. We're gonna figure this one out. I get this my year of sticking to it. Cause I be starting these groups and I get too busy. But this one here is part of my purpose. This one is I'm about marriage, and I'm trying to build marriage. And I hope that we have some folks that do the work and get in position and the accountability, so that you start to meet people and you start to date. But the thing about it is while you dating, you keep this group a secret, and you're gonna be able to come and post your relationship scenario or what you're dealing with and get group feedback. So that way you got a tribe. You got a tribe. And you don't have to get bamboozled. I made it to the office, getting ready to hop on in here. Get on ready for class. I already sent the email out to the students. I'm feeling hungry for some reason, even though I had me a little bit of sliver of breakfast. I love they got the little coffee. We got the little coffee trailer. It's a little coffee food truck. And what is he? I'm like, boy, you opening that vape before you even get to the car? What was that? Pack of cigarette? And so stay tuned for that. You'll be able to sign up February, March. You know, you get your tax return or whatever. But I really don't want, I don't want you to sign up for the group if you don't have a good job. Don't sign up for the group if you unemployed. Do not sign up for the group, please. I just do not be wanting to hear all of the sob stories of, and then you sign up and then 2 weeks you writing back, Tony, I done got an eviction letter. I need to see if I could get a refund. No, ain't no refunds. We doing Myron Golden. Ain't no refunds. Do not sign up if you're not in position. If you're not in position, don't sign up. Look at the little white mama trying to do it. She trying to walk into the store doing the TikTok dance. So, hey, God bless you. Keep your head up. Get on in here. Get ready for class. Might get this thing here uploaded in time. I don't know. And if you did an interview, Small Business Saturday, that's what I'm trying to do. But y'all keep an eye on your email, because if I don't have your booking information to put in the thing, then I can't post your interview. So keep an eye on your email, or email in if you did an interview and your interview haven't gone up, because that's probably a sign that I haven't been able to reach you. So email in with your booking link or your email, your phone number, whatever you want people to have. so that when your interview goes up, people could actually reach out and book you. So, hey, this Tony Gaston. God bless you. We'll talk soon.